Raja पुण्यभूमि आरम्भिवन्ति Ayote Sara श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउँ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फल चारि। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। As we have seen in the Ramayan, we can find Dharma, Bhakti, Jnana. And we've been seeing it from all these standpoints. Many are the stories in between. And now that we have the insight in how to study the Ramayan, what is the approach to it, then we can discover many answers to our many questions and problems in our life. We are introduced that life is not peaceful because there is lack of dharma, lack of bhakti, love, and there is lack of proper knowledge of ourselves and our relationship with the world. Moment Hanumanji met Ramchandraji, having met Bhagwan, after that there is no need for anything. One attains full fulfillment in life. And whenever this portion our Gurudev spoke upon, he says, what has happened to our culture? What has happened to our society? What has happened to our nation? Even going to the Himalayas, he was saddened that that country, which even the Upanishads or the Vedas, which declare that they do not dare to command or give instruction to a realized master, there also indicates that having realized this truth, as we find even in the Bhagavad Gita, Loka sangrahame vapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. That even if you do not have any desire, you do not have any requirement to do any action. But it is such people only who can do all the actions that are unfulfilled by people in the world. Otherwise, why saints like Gurudev had to open schools, universities, and all these institutions? Because that which is the duty of the people, when they do not do, those who have no duties, those who have no desires, they are the best people to do it. Therefore, the Gita way of life is that even after realization, really speaking, there needs not be anything. That person has got nothing to gain or lose. In fact, that person has no duties, yet takes up all the duties for the well-being of the world. And in this portion we see, having got Ramchandraji's embrace, this is Brahma Sparsha, Ananda Rama he has gained. After that, what is the purpose? What is anything in life? But even there, Hanumanji, and this is the difference between a Bhakta Jnani, where Hanumanji instantly tells Ramchandraji that there is another sevak of yours. He's done nothing as yet. There's another sevak of yours up on Rishyamukh. And you will bless him and he will also help you find Mother Sita. So Ramchandra ji must have said, you can bring him down. He said, he may have said that, you only said, Uddhared Atmana Atmanam, na Atmanam Avasadayet. Somebody with great difficulty has gone high, now don't bring him down. So Bhagwan, let us go there. Because Sugriv said, go find out whether this is enemy or foe. And this sign language, particularly amongst Indians, this means yes, this means no. If he said, come down, it means flag down. You don't know how people will understand signs. People don't even understand our words properly, misunderstand it. So Hanumanji said, why don't we go up? Bhagwan may have said, I've walked so much, now climb a mountain, you try that, So he said, what is my shoulders for? And taking Ram and Lakhan on his shoulders. When he is bringing them towards Sugriv, Sugriv has got nothing to fear. And there, between creator and creature, between God and man, Hanumanji, and there also Goswami Tulsidas ji, in front of the fire, Pavan Sutta Hanuman, kindling that fire makes a friendship between Sugriv and Ramchandra ji. When Ramchandra ji hears the sorrow of Sugriv, that how his own brother Vali has thrown him out of the kingdom, taken away his wife into his harem, and is chasing him round the world to kill him. See what is friendship, and that portion you must read of what is friendship. He says, one who sees, and Bhagwan tells Sugriv, that one who sees the sorrow of his friend, which might be as small as a mustard seed, as a mountain, and in front of that his mountain-like sorrow is like a mustard seed. One who will not publicize the faults of his friend, but do everything to take him to the right path. All this he tells about who is a friend. Who is a friend? And see, Bhagwan forgets, he too doesn't know where his wife is. But hears that Sugriv's wife has been taken by Vali. He says, go challenge Vali. But Jiva, insecure all the time. The significance of the story, if I go again, is going to be a huge, in our Sankat Mochan commentary, we have explained this, each incident, particularly of Hanumanji. And since it's already elaborated in that, Sugriv is insecure. Bhagwan proves it to him. Then he has faith. He goes and challenges Vali. Vali comes and says, you coward, you think you can challenge me? You've been hiding all this time. And when Vali wants to go, there also his wife Tara, this is called as emotional intelligence. And as I tell you, the fastest way of communication is tell a woman. This is not a bad thing. She advises him, she said, think, who would try to challenge you? First of all, you are the most powerful, Vali. And plus your brother who's been running all these months, years, running away from you. If he has come, I have heard that 2 princes have come. They are Dashrath Maharaj's son. They have killed Tadka, Subahu. They are not ordinary. You can understand that how will he have guts to challenge such a mighty force, which means he's got foreign aid. All this she tells him. And Vali says also that if he is Bhagwan, why will he be partial to Sugriv? Why will he be partial to Sugriv? And if he is not Bhagwan, anyway I can kill him. Now, if this much half-baked knowledge we have, they must also know that one who is surrendered to Bhagwan, Bhagwan will do anything to protect. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. Bhagwan will break his vow, but he won't allow his devotee's vow, like Bhishma's vow, to break. Bhagwan will take blame upon himself, but he will not allow blame on his devotee. And if you know he is Bhagwan, what should you do? Surrender or go and challenge him to find out if he is Bhagwan? Therefore, Sati's story was told in the beginning. He comes and fights with Sugriv. This man who has harmed his own brother, at the same time taken his wife, first time Bhagwan gives him actually a chance, because he had told to Tara, and Bhagwan is all-knowing, that if he is Bhagwan, why will he be? He will be impartial. So Bhagwan was impartial. He did not kill Vali first time. Sugriv came running to Bhagwan, he is not my brother, he is my death. Bhagwan said, no, if you see people also, especially monkeys, can you tell one monkey from another monkey unless you are an expert? They all look alike. I remember when we were in India and these mice used to come, and we used to try chasing this mouse. And that one mouse, it seems to, it was like magic suddenly appearing here. Till one day we went on a rampage, closed all the doors, windows, etc. and said we have to catch all these mice. Did you realize there were 12 mice in the house? But it looked like they were one. Now, how do you know the difference between one mice and the other? So he said, how do I know who is who? That too also, Vali anyway had a garland that was given by Indra Devata to him. And these were all amshas of the Devatas, as I explained to you in the first, and the whole logic of that explanation I have given to you. It's far greater in this universe that we know. Far greater things in this universe that we even understand. Until today, modern world will take ages to understand what knowledge we've had in our ancient knowledge systems. Bhagwan puts a garland now to show. If you say, oh, Bhagwan hidingly killed Vali, Vali knew Bhagwan is there. Bhagwan puts a garland, nobody puts a garland and comes back again to be bashed up. Which means that's a sign, the flag, that there is someone protecting him for his victory. And then also, Vali in his arrogance did not pay heed, and Bhagwan killed Vali. Now, Bhagwan killed Vali. Vali asked Bhagwan also, why did you kill me? And all the logic that even Vali gives, Bhagwan explains to Vali. And simple thing is, I'm not come for a duet with you. I'm a prince, and the biggest crime that anyone can do is that your sister-in-law, younger sister-in-law, who's like a daughter to you, you have taken her into your harem. That is a crime at that time that deserved death punishment. This is a punishment, this is not a duel. Sugriv was convinced. But we like to find faults, no? We are bhaktas. Sapne hu nahi dekhai par dosa. Then dosa only comes into mind. Vali got convinced that what he had done was terribly wrong and this was a punishment. Now that he realized it, Bhagwan says, I can give you back your life. Because they had the sciences of weaponry, they had sciences of healing also. He said, all my life I lived in arrogance. All my life I lived in this ego. Blessed is my brother who took your shelter and whom you are protecting. Why will I give up a death like this where you are in front of me and I'm dying in your arms? Such a death is far greater than many lifetimes of this arrogant birth. However, he says, I could not serve you while I am living. But please take Angad, my son, as your sevak. Give him the opportunity for him to serve. Therefore, if you have not been able to at least give your children, no, Swamiji, my children don't listen. But grandchildren will definitely listen. Yeah? So, when Vali gave up his life in presence of Bhagwan, which means he attained the highest abode. It was rainy season. Look at Ramchandraji. Sugriv, go. You've been away from your wife. You've been away from the kingdom. Go, and then no sooner rainy season is over, you can find Sita. And as you know, they had found the jewels of the ornaments of Sita. Ramchandraji had seen that. Lakshman could not recognize other than the toe ring. And therefore, when Sita was being taken, first she says, "Oh Lord, why have you abandoned me?" And Sita has lived her life purer than anyone can even think of. In action, word, and thought. Then why this? And then she herself remembers and stops complaining. Ha Lakshman tumar nahi dosa. Sant avagya. That moment, the way she accused Lakshman, who has served them as a son. She did not complain after, ever complained afterwards, even after she came back and had to go back again. She never complained. Because yes, I made a mistake. And if you admit that, don't live in that guilt. Yeah? If you have fallen, rise up again. There also Sugriv, and it's like that. When we want help, oh, we make all the promises, I will do this, I will do that. Even so much so they buy a lottery ticket, they would come up to Gurudev and say, I bought a lottery ticket, if I win this, no, I will make $1 million. Gurudev said, I want you to earn that $1 million. And when they earn that $1 million, will they give it? We make a lot of promises to get what we want, as though we think we are bribing Bhagwan. And Bhagwan doesn't know. But still, Bhagwan does. But when it's time to serve, we forget. Sugriv forgot. Bhagwan told Lakshman, I think that Sugriv has forgotten. You go there. Then Bhagwan also, you go there, just kind of awaken him. But Lakshman is waiting for such chance. And Lakshman is coming. Even before Lakshman comes, Hanumanji has already called the army and he goes to Sugriv. And Sugriv is the typical, ho jayega na. अभी जल्दी क्या है, अपना काम हो गया, भगवान का काम कर देंगे ना, ना स्ट्रेचेस चलता है, हो जाएगा ना, बोलते जल्दी क्या है अभी। भगवान ने स्टेड अबाउट 6 months अवे फ्रॉम हिज वाइफ, 4 साल और भी रह जाएंगे तो क्या होगा। Not that he said these words, but this is our attitude, no? When it comes to Lord's work, our work, we want it done it immediately. क्षण में दूर करे, भगवान को भी कहते हैं भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. When it comes to Bhagwan work, we'll do it. To pay off our own mortgages, how we pray, Bhagwan, Bhagwan, please give me promotion so that quickly my debts are over, you know. But in the house of God, how do we just take that? Sugriva was also like us only. Lakshman went there. Hanumanji already goes to Sugriv and tells him that Bhagwan did all this for you. What about you now? And in all this, besides learning what we should be doing, there's also a subjective thing. Bali represents karma. And karma chases us all our life. Wherever you go, change your place, change your partner, change whatever you want. But your nature, your karma follows you. Your destiny follows you. But like Sugriv, if you stay in satsang, and there's a guru like Hanuman who brings Ramchandraji to you, then kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. Aneka janma samprapta karma bandha vidayine atma jnana pradhanena tasmai shri gurave namah. Only Bhagwan can kill and destroy all the results of our countless lives of not only sins but all actions and results of action for which we have to take countless lives. And even if you say, I don't believe in reincarnation, then burn in hell forever, because most of the time we do sins only, or live in heaven for ever. And there also there's competition. There is A grade, C grade, D grade. Class system is there also. Because they may have abolished caste system, but class system still exists, no? So that is the inner significance of this. Then you'll understand why Bhagwan killed Vali. But now look at Hanuman. Sugriv is still taking it easy. Then he said, Lakshman is coming. Oh, then to Sugriv panicked. You need such workers. Yeah? Go-getters, whose mere name people will tremble. Yeah? Lakshman is coming. Sugriv, Hanuman, you take Angad, take Tara. Because Vali's wife, Bhagwan has given protection. So you take them there, and Lakshman knows that Bhagwan has given protection. That way he was very strategic. And he went under the bed. But by the time Angad bowed down, Tara went there, a woman has come, Lakshman immediately quieted his anger. As I said, his anger is always for the right cause, not that anger that hamare naak pe chada rehta hai, you know. He comes, he sits on the bed of, get you Vairagya sitting on the bed of this Ragi, Purusha. Sugriva was under the bed, so from down only he held on to his feet. He said, but I've made all arrangements. And then with the whole army, Sugriv comes. And Sugriv has divided the army to go in the 4 directions, and knowing that the Rakshasa had carried Sita to the south, So the most powerful army was taken to the south, and there also Angad was made the leader. But Jamban and Hanumanji were there behind to support him. Look at how administration should be. That's why Gurudev says, the youth with their dynamism should serve the world, and the old with their wisdom guide the youth. There, the armies were ready, and Sugriv said, all of you, you bring the message of Sita, otherwise, otherwise means. And everyone with enthusiasm went, but the army that was going to the south, see, even then, Bhagwan knew who's going to do it. He called Hanuman and gave him his ring for Sita, and gave him a private message that only he and Sita would know, so that she would be sure that this is the messenger, that he is Ramaduta. After that, the most interesting portion in the Ramayan begins, to make the impossible possible. And when there is this devotion, where there is Shraddha, where you think that there is, that goal has to be reached, nothing is impossible. Sita represents not only Lakshmi, wealth, material success. Sita, we have seen, represents our, the peace, and not the ordinary peace. The peace that passes all understanding, the supreme peace. Sita represents our spiritual culture, which is usurped, which is captured by these people with ulterior motives for their own benefit. That we have seen also about the Rakshasas. That journey that all the monkeys take to go and find Sita. They start with great enthusiasm. In between any Rakshasa, oh, that must be Ravan, go kill him, go kill him, go kill him. And if he fell down, then they would say, this can't be Ravan. But after some time, we start any project, we start with great enthusiasm, but halfway, ifs and buts come in, is it not? Facing a little bit of obstacles or challenges, and most of all, hunger, thirst, pandemic. Finally, they reach a cave. There, whenever there's trouble, Hanumanji is put in the front. Hanumanji goes into the cave, finds that there is a paradise inside the cave, like Gorong Gorong National Park. There is Swayam Prabha, and when she finds out that these are Ramadutas, she said, you're going to find Sita, who is peace, close your eyes. And as they close their eyes, with her yogic power, she transports them, which means teletransportation was also there. The Western universities are looking into it. We Indians are still calling it as myth. And what can be done by machinery? It can be done by the mind also. She with her power, and yes, she, with her power transports all the army of monkey which have come to the south to the shores of Bharat. There they meet a wingless bird, vulture Sarpati. That portion is also very interesting. And he says, we vultures can see far. I can see Sita is in Lanka. But one who has got faith, One who will jump across the ocean has the strength. One who has courage and confidence and patience, such a person will find Sita. Everybody heard that one who has to jump. All the monkeys sat there thinking, how will we jump? How will we jump? Somebody said, one little monkey came out enthusiastically and said, I am going to jump. I can jump, 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters. Each one was measuring their own jump. Some even 100 meters, some even 100 miles. But this is Shata Yojan. Juga sahasra jo janapar banu leelyo tahi madur fal janu prabhu mudrika meli mukamahi jaladi langi gaye acharaj nahi. While each one was measuring their strength and thinking how impossible it was, Hanumanji was quiet. And then Jambavan goes to Hanuman and says, Hanuman, why are you quiet? And here also, if you want to know what is motivation, what we require in our life, as Gurudev kept on saying, infinite potential is there in each and every one of us. Infinite potential is there in each one of us. We do not have the faith in what has been given to us and what we are. And when our goals remain so small as only filling our bellies and just looking after our family and building bigger homes or buying better cars, of course, any goal you have, any desire you have, you will work for it. But how much will you work? And even that tires you. Therefore, you retire. And after you retire, you become a consultant. See the irony of life. Here you recognize why you need a teacher, a mentor, a motivator, a guru in your life. Jambavan goes to Hanuman and he says, Ram kaj lagi tava avatara. Why are you quiet, Hanuman? Pavana tanaya bhala pavana samana. You are the son of Pavan. Your strength is like Pavan. He reminds him his strength. And why are you quiet, Hanuman? One is because when everybody is measuring that power, in his humility, he has no power. But when he is reminded by Jambavan, and then given him a sense of purpose. Goal everybody knows. Goal setting, go to any motivational courses. Based on these principles, even though we talk about it, but people don't do it. Then they want practical knowledge. That's why we started courses like Make It Happen. Come for them. Stop being so... What we call successful is really being mediocre. No? There's so much more we can do. And there gives them the sense of purpose that Rama kaj lagi tava avatara. That your birth is to do Ramchandraji's work. And when we work for such a great personality, his work cannot be ordinary. And if we feel that I have been given the privilege to do it and start doing it, then we recognize that how much potential is there in us and we can bring out. 5 years ago, the first thing we did was an international online program called Think Big, Think Chinmaya. What did we know at that time? The pandemic is going to hit and we have to do these programs globally online. And I can't share too much right now, but what internationally we have done with all top corporates, etc., and raised for the pandemic, our village women in COD have raised 3 times more of that, and that also loans that they will return. We do not feel the need of it. If we don't feel the need of it, it will always be, I can't. And you know, you are always right. If you can't, you can't. If you can, you can. The moment he gave him the sense of purpose, that moment, Rama kaj lagi tava avatara, bhayahu pavana sutta, parvat akara. He took the form of a mountain like, of course they said that Hanumanji would forget his powers, but that is the same thing with all of us. In all our upbringing and education, we are taught what we can't do rather than what we can do. And only when we have a guru and in front of us, he keeps such a high goal, and we take it as a purpose of our life to do his work, see what comes out of us. And even there we do not have faith. Ifs and buts, ifs and buts. If our thinking is small, our achievement is also small. If our thinking is big, our achievements are big. Higher and nobler and greater your goal, greater will be the dynamism, ability, knowledge, potential that arises out of each one of us. And we do not know how to tap it, even though Gurudev all his life demonstrated it. Which individual in his life, coming from the Himalayas, without even a rupee in his pocket to eat his meal, 100 schools, colleges, medical centers, hospital, 1,000 villages inspired for not only just medical care or food or removing poverty, to make them self-sufficient, self-help groups. In 4 states, we would like it to bring it in all the states. We would like to bring it in all our centers. To know what is required, not just say, I'm doing seva and go and just overfeed people. No? There's so much that can come out of us. Higher and nobler our goal, and we feel the necessity and determined to do it and make it into our life purpose. There is not even sky is the limit, and look at what Hanuman was able to achieve. He crosses over the ocean. 3 obstacles come. One is an invitation to rest and have pleasures. Second is Sursa, who keeps on opening her mouth. Now, I can go in details, but if it was a television series, dun 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 dun, Hanumanji becomes big. Then finally, Hanumanji becomes small, goes into a mouth, comes up. That's a very interesting story. But if you get my talks on Hanuman Chalisa or Sundarkand or Sankat Mochan, you know the great significance of that. But for us, there is nothing impossible. And he reaches on the other shore. The way he lands and stands on the mountain, and it is still today the belief of people of Lanka that where today we have our Hanuman temple at Ram border, and whenever you can, do go there also, besides taking a holiday when economic situations are better. But if you can help out also at Ram border, from there he sees Lanka. Parvati, who's like a mother to Hanuman, her heartbeat skips, and Shivji says, what is impossible for a devotee of the Lord? Bhishasmat vata pavate, Bhisho deti suryaha. that Lord from whom even the sun and the cosmic forces remain in discipline, his Duta, his messenger, what has he got to fear? At night, Hanumanji takes a form as small as a mosquito. I thought Indian mosquitoes are small. Your Dallas mosquitoes are even smaller. But they are not as clever as our Indian mosquitoes, I'm telling you. Huh? They will come and announce also, zzz, and then you but while you are catching them, they've already bitten you. As small, but look at Ravan's wisdom. Because nothing escapes the X-ray vision of a woman. His security, and don't think that time also, security was given to the woman. Because men, like even now if you go to Bombay, Delhi, Chennai, the security guard, you break open the gate because he's locked it, you climb over it, you climb over him with your luggage and go to your room. The security guy is still sleeping away. Lankini catches him. In dark, a mosquito. That's why now nothing escapes mother's eyes, including wives. Your password also. Yeah? And of course, you know, if ever you are going for wedding and carrying something that you think might be dutiable, never go to a woman officer, custom officer. Amongst the 10 bags, she will know exactly where you have put that. This is a compliment, huh? Don't think that it's this thing. She catches him and says, "Where are you going, O thief? Don't you know thief are my food?" Hanumanji leaves all chivalry there, gives her one box. On the way, Sinika also has got experience, no? Yeah. One tendency to rest, other greed, keep your need minimum, and things like jealousy that pulls you down, destroy it right away. He gives one blow to Lankini. One blow to you, you would probably reach the next galaxy if Hanumanji hit you. How strong must Lankini be? She stood up. Hanumanji was ready for a fight, no? But she in fact bows down. Tat swarga apavarga sukha dhariyatula eka anga. That if I were to keep the happiness of the earth, the heaven, and even upper varga of nirvana, of moksha, it would be just 1 gram in front of the joy that we get in satsang. And herein we understand what is satsang. Not where we get petting and patting and then, we go, and do some text and this. Very nice, I enjoyed the jokes. When from a guru like Hanuman we get some blow. Kumati nivar sumati ke sangi. When we feel, not that the guru is directing it towards me, but this was meant for me. She calls that blow as satsang. Because see how crooked our intellect is. What we give importance to and what we don't give importance to. She's serving a thief who has stolen the Pushpak Viman from Kuber, stolen someone's devoted wife. She's serving a thief. And Hanuman has come to search for Sita. And of course, they are on guard knowing that he has got something. Ravan has kidnapped, so it was on full guard. So, she calls Hanuman as thief. This is called as moha or delusion. And until and unless we give blows to our own intellect, and satsang is not where you get petting and patting. Oh, you did so much, Yeah? That when the talks were over, you picked up the chair that you only displaced and put it back. Very nice, very nice. It's where our intellect is awakened. A rude awakening has to take place from the slumber of our inertia. From living such an ordinary, mediocre life, however great we may have done, but all of you know, ever since you have come to satsang, did you even imagine what all you have done? Besides just making money, do you realize how much you have been able to do? Think back. More than what people do. Just making money is not an achievement. But without knowing, some of you Bal Vihar Sevikas, Sevaks, even those who are behind on the desk, do you know the impact that you've had on people's life? Where would you have got that opportunity? That is what is gained through satsang. Then Hanumanji goes searching from place to place to place to place. Even dares to go into Ravan's palace. There in one room he sees one Tejasvi, not just beautiful woman. That was Mandodari, Ravan's wife. Even Ravan's wife was Tejasvi. Most people say, he doesn't do his duty, why should I do my duty? One who does his or her duty is bound to become glorious. For Hanumanji to mistake for a moment Mandodari to be Sita, can you imagine? And today's Mandodari's name is taken along with the Satis. But one thing about Hanuman, he thinks before he leaps. Would Mother Sita be living in the palace of Ravan, and that too also in a lusty man's palace, and sleeping comfortably? Finally he reaches Vibhishan's house, and that Vibhishan story also. Tumaro mantra Vibhishana mana, Lankeshwar bhai sab jag jana. And he encourages Vibhishan, who thinks, I am a sinner, I am the brother of Ravan. He says that you never see whether you deserve or not. You just know that Bhagwan is all forgiving, all loving. And as you are, just go and surrender to Bhagwan. Vibhishan then tells him that where he could find Sita in Ashok Vatika, and there where he goes to see Sita in Ashok Vatika, Ravan early in the morning cannot sleep, comes to beg of Sita to marry him. And I said, he's not a decent guy. He just could not do it. He was cursed also. Plus, he dare not do it. Even though this is illusory Sita, as I explained in the morning, even then, he cannot do anything to a Pativrata Nari. The mere strength of her presence. Dharma protects those who live Dharma. Sita does not even look at him, just looking, and he threatens to kill her. But she looks at the blade of the grass and says, does a lotus bloom in the light of a glowworm, calling in Lanka to Ravan a khadyot, a worm of a creature? Hanumanji said, yes, this is definitely my mother. But even there, how he approaches, Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siya hi dikhava. When Ravan goes away, Hanumanji drops the ring. चाहत सिया अशोक सो आगिसो, दय प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो, को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो. And when Sita said, who is singing the glory of my beloved? Come in front of me. Hanuman, if he came as Bajrang Bali at that time, and the first impression very often becomes the lasting impression. Sukshma Rupa, in front of your mother, in front of Guru, however big we might be, we are small only. Sukshma Rupa Dhari, Siyahi Dikhava. And he gave the message of Ramchandra ji. And all this time, even though told by Menak Parvat to stay and take a break, but now when you are your mother and you've done your work, he says, Mother, I see a lot of fruits. May I eat it? And there she's Prakriti Mata, she's Mother Nature. So she says, whatever foods are ripe and they have fallen from the tree, our grandmother said, don't even go and pluck unripe fruits or flowers. Ecology was lived in India. Now you read in books and still use toilet paper. There in Ashok Vatika, one monkey is enough. I'm telling you, forget Hanumanji, one monkey is enough. They all went to Ravan. Ravan sent his son Akshay Kumar. And Akshay Kumar also died. Finally, Indrajit came. Indrajit then captured Hanumanji. Also, these portions are so beautiful to understand the glory of devotion. No? Where Tulsidas ji, see, for the glory of Brahmaji, Hanumanji got himself tied up to do Lord's work. He even came and instructed Ravan. Bhakta means wherever he goes, like Narad Muni, he says, even now you just hand over Sita, rule the kingdom. But the one by whose drop of power you have conquered the three worlds. And when we forget from whom we get the power, we become arrogant. And then everything is for me, me. By whose drop of power you have conquered the three worlds? You are asking me who I am? Tasu Dutame. Yeah. Mother Sita also asks, who are you? He says, Rama Dutame Matu Janaki. Even though himself was so mighty, so great, Pavana Sutta. Yet if anybody asked Hanumanji, he didn't take any titles, he didn't take any positions. His only thing was, I am Rama Sevak, I am Rama Duta. Rama Duta mein Matu Janaki. Oh, he got so angry that I need a guru like a monkey only as a guru, a vanar as a guru, a kapi as a guru. And then of course, afterwards, he tried to burn Hanumanji's tail, and no, not that Hanumanji burnt Lanka. Yeah. You burn a monkey's tail, what will he do? Even if your sari is on fire, you will jump from here and there and set everything on fire. Yeah? Don't say that Hanuman, oh, he burnt Lanka. Whole Lanka was on fire because everybody from Lanka bought the cloth and the oil to tie his tail and burn his tail, except Vibhishan. And Vibhishan's house did not burn. Then goes to Mother Sita, and how will he say that? He says, oh mother, give me some sign like Ramchandraji did. Mother Sita removes her Chudamani and says as a symbol, and says, son, now that you were here, I was able to find some solace. But now tell Ram that if in 1 month he will not come, he will not see me alive. Not that she will commit suicide or anything, but he will not see me alive. Hanumanji comes back, all these monkeys do not know how they can go back. But he comes from distance, seen. even how to use your words. If you say Sita, Sita is gone, Sita is not there. He says seen, we have seen who means Sita, And all the monkeys come back, and then Bhagwan Ramchandraji comes with the whole monkey bear army, builds the bridge across the ocean. And you have to read the 50th verse of Atma Bodh by Shankaracharya to understand the significance of this portion of the Ramayana. That crossing the ocean of delusion, destroying the Rakshasas of likes and dislikes, united with Shanti Sita, Atma Ramo Virajate. He lives ever as Atma Rama. And that part of the story everyone knows. Yeah? That finally wins over all these Rakshasas. Now even for children, when they listen to these stories, I'd hinted in this morning that how deep psychology is there. That when we listen to the story and these images come in our mind, our subconscious mind understands the images of the language of symbols and pictures, not words. And as you identify and see one Rakshasa killed, you're killing one tendencies in yourself. Next time you see any negativity rising in your mind, just remember the Lord and then see that He's standing with bow and arrow, shooting that tendency. This methodology of our Puranas has now been used by psychologists and doctors to even cure cancer. The power of visualization and meditation, not only used for success and all that. As I said, Ramayana is not just a story. It is not just history. In fact, it is not only his story, but it is your story. And Atma Ramo Virajate. Ravan represents the 10-headed demon, not as an ugly creature. And you'll wonder, 10-headed? Even as children, we used to ask our grandmother, how would he then be sleeping? Means you have to sleep straight all the time. And he must have got spondylitis, because 10 heads means 1 in the center, 4 on one side, 5 on the other side. There must be attachable, detachable head. I don't understand that way as we depict in pictures. At this moment, there are over 100 Ravana sitting in front of me, and don't feel insulted, one in front of you. That we know, orange robes. Dashamukha, whose mind is always turned outside to this ever-changing, impermanent, uncertain world of happenings and attached to only sense pleasure, thus a person is Dashamukha. And we started with Dasharatha. And finally, Bhagwan is told that shoot in his heart, somewhere in his Nabhi, where is the Amrita Kalasha, the bundle of your vasanas. By just shooting one head, it is not going to happen. Even in meditation, how to finally end this ego, born out of our delusion, this 10-headed ego, all that is significantly pointed in the Ramayana. For the youth, we are having a camp in the end of the year, a global youth camp from 18th December to 24th December followed by all age camp, family camp from 26 December to 1st January. The youth camp will be at CIRS, Coimbatore. The family camp will be in Vibhuti, followed by Make It Happen. Take an opportunity to benefit from one, all, or some of them. And this time the topic for the youth, on demand from our youth from Australia, London, Far East. We had already done a camp called as Craft Your Character Through the Ramayan. And rather than having just one hour session to do the whole Ramayan in 8 sessions, there we'll have 21 sessions, living, dancing, singing, and learning and meditating on these significance of the Ramayan. I know all of you are very curious that why Ramchandraji made Sita cross that fire, but I have already told you today. Why Sita had to come to the fire? So that the real Sita comes out of the fire. At the same time, for the public, that Sita is absolutely pure, not Ramchandraji needed. If Ramchandraji even is such a lover, if he felt that even Sita had the slightest inclination for Ravan, he's such a lover, he would have given her the freedom. And if Ravan would have even done anything to Sita, he who could liberate Ahalya, he wouldn't take that into consideration. But the society, and don't tell then society, today also. And in spite of Sita gave Agni Pariksha, and that was really not from Hanuman, Ramchandraji. We know the reason why he told her to come through the fire, so that the world, first of all, the illusory Sita would go back into the fire, the real Sita would come out of the fire. But even if you don't see that way, that was for the whole world to see that only the purest of the purest cannot be burnt by fire. But still, is it Ramchandraji he spoke? Today, you know, with social media, right? Everybody has got an opinion about everybody. Even then, people don't say one Dhobi. It was his wife who said it. And he just said, I'm not as great as Ramchandraji. If people are going to take excuse of the king and the queen, a leader has not only to be pure, but must be seen also as pure, because people will just copy what they see. Ram Rajya was not built on convenience. For such a society, sacrifices have to be given. And what a big sacrifice Ramchandraji had to give. Everybody talks about Sita, but have you thought about Ram? Sita wanted to be in the forest again. There's a story that Sita wanted to be in the forest. She was kept in the ashram of Valmiki. But Ramchandraji had to serve the very same people who separated him from his wife. And once somebody asked Guruji, he says, when you make a sacrifice, Gurudev would say, you don't make a big demonstration of it. Neither Sita, neither Ramchandraji ever said what a big sacrifice they have done. And so many beautiful explanations, if we think. Even Valmiki has not written, neither Ramchandraji has told Lakshman to ask also. And therefore these places are not for us to criticize, but to think that it says more than the obvious. From Dharma standpoint, from Jnana standpoint, from Bhakti standpoint, from standpoint of leadership, service to society. Only one dialogue is there where Sita tells to Lakshman, that tell your brother that for which this sacrifice has been done, now go and serve those people. Sita having given Agni Pariksha, the public spoke about her. Is it not? And taking for convenience, the Dhobi's wife said, so what if I stayed in someone else's house? Huh? It's the public who spoke about her, not Ramchandraji. And you think that gossip would stop? Think about it. What sacrifice Sita has given and what sacrifice Ramchandraji has done. That by sending of Sita, he shut the mouth of all the people and took the blame for eternity on his perfect personality. You know? As I said, even what love is, what is Bhagwan's love for us, we have no clue of what love is. Yeah? That for eternity, Sita's name was left ever pure. Otherwise, if he kept, would they have stopped talking? Think about it. And therefore, Guruji once told us, while he was talking to people, he says, I don't know about any one of you, but I realize one thing, that if gossip can separate two loved people who had no doubt about themselves, that too also such people, have we stopped gossiping? That is what we have to see. And what a lesson to the world that they have given and not even gone to make a dramatized sacrifice of it. Of course, as far as the realized master is concerned, Sita is his mind. When he serves the world, for the well-being of the world, why do they have to open these centers? Why do they have to this? As Gurudev said, if you don't want it, why will the master do it? You want it, and therefore he gives his life for it. You don't want it, he can peacefully go and sit in his meditation, renouncing even his mind, Sita. That is the depth of the Ramayan. Yeah? And what do we do? So, with this, we complete the entire Ramayan. And these doubts that people's mind have, we have tried to explain. Still, people are bound to have doubt. Yeah? If they want to doubt, they can doubt. Doubting Thomases are always there. Yeah. They want to criticize, let them criticize. But those who are pure at heart will understand that what Ramayan is and build our character according to the Ramayan. And how essential it is that our children, our youth, who for millenniums have been inspired, continue to be inspired by this great epic. So, with that, invoking the blessings of Bhagwan, Guru, and of Hanumanji. Pavanatanaya Sankat Harana Mangalamurati Rupa Rama Lakhan Sita Sahita Hridaya Basau Surabhup Siyavar Ramachandra Ki Jai Pavanasta Hanuman Ki Jai Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan Ki Jai Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. With this Gyan Yagya on the Ramayan, on the occasion of Gurudev's Mahasamadhi, first and foremost, my heartfelt gratitude to Chinmaya Mission, Dallas, for taking up this All-America camp, at this moment still in a hybrid nature, online as well as here, that Gurudev's Mahasamadhi camp that we have been doing ever since Gurudev's Mahasamadhi has continued without a break. I invoke Bhagwan's blessings on all Swamis, Brahmacharis, Sevaks, sponsors, dedicated teams that have worked for this yagya to reach out and involve all the people. All those also from the different centers have sent their place, so that in such a short time I couldn't even take the whole story, covering everything as much as possible, which also assisted in it in such a lively manner, and so many people in the background. Tomorrow is Gurudev's Mahasamadhi Day, and it is in North America, San Diego, having traveled from Sydney to San Diego. This is what you call as Vishnu. One with the longest stride, all pervading, to the last breath of his life, was service of the people. So tomorrow is his Aradhana Day, and my request to all of you is, whatever work you have, all of you have benefited from Gurudev's teachings. One day we cannot dedicate for his Aradhana. 5 days in a year, for the Mahasamadhi camp, come together as a family, be together and revel in the glories of the Lord, as well as see how he has lived this knowledge that he has taught and made us see that it is possible. So tomorrow we will be having the Paduka Puja, and I have to leave right after that for Alfreton, Atlanta, where also we will be doing the Aradhana Puja and the inauguration of the new wing of the center. So participate, whether online, etc., so that tomorrow, which has been designated in Chinmaya Mission as Aradhana Day, let us remember our Gurudev, let us express our gratitude to our Gurudev, and let us take a vow to do our sadhana, increase our devotion for the Lord and what was dear to him, like Hanumanji, is the service of the people, is the service of the Lord of Lords. Dedicate our life to seva. And as Bhagwan says in the Bhagavad Gita, with or without any one of us, Bhagwan will achieve. But nimitta matra bhava savya sachi. That you just become an instrument and take the glory of it. Let us all on such days, just like on your wedding anniversaries, you renew your vows. That's why these days for our remembrance. So, invoking the blessings on all of you who have come here, being an inspired audience, that I could speak with such inspiration rather than just looking into the camera and speaking where there's no inspiration, especially in Katha. I had done it for the western zone of America, but it was not. So thanks for you to be an inspiring audience, and I pray all all of you continue with greater dedication, coming to Chitrakoot, coming to Sakets, yeah, building for Bhagwan Panchavati. See that you all come together quickly so that maximum children, maximum youth, and maximum adults benefit from this great seva of our rishis, building that culture and spreading happiness to maximum people. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Swamiji, for your series of energizing and inspiring discourses coming after a period of 2 years plus of COVID-19 and giving us the opportunity to host this year's Mahasamadhi camp. Thank you again. As Swamiji just now mentioned, culmination of this divine camp is the Aradhana Day Puja tomorrow, where we come together as one global Chinmaya family to offer our obeisance, offer our gratitude to Puja Gurudev, and take a vow to carry on his mission on his Mahasamadhi Day. Will you all join us tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m.? Thank you. I think I got a big nod from those who have joined virtually as well. Guru Dakshina offering, it's a tradition that we offer Guru Dakshina on a Aradhana Day like we are going to celebrate tomorrow. So we are going to have an opportunity to collect Guru Dakshina, offer Guru Dakshina tomorrow morning after the puja. If you cannot make it for whatever reason, you can offer Guru Dakshina tonight also. 2 final episodes of Ramayana in today's cultural program are going to be presented by Chinmaya Mission Washington Regional Center and Chinmaya Mission Austin. Another reminder, online auction for the Ramayana book of calligraphy ink art by our own Swami Sarveshananda is on at our camp website, msc2022.cmdfw.org. Copies of the book can be ordered there as well. Please pick up dinner prasad on your way out. The new MP3 pen drives of lectures and bhajans are available in our bookstore. And at this point, we want to recognize our major Mahasamadhi camp donors, Jyoti and Praveen Panchakarla, Sunil Maini, Joshika and Bijesh Kanbar, Anu and Madhu Vaduri, Bhavani and Ramu Rangineni, V.K. Gupta, and couple of anonymous donors. Finally, today's Yajmans and Aarti sponsors, Pramukh Yajman, Pankaj and Manisha Sundi, Daily Yajmans, Ashok Dandekar, Rahul Bharadwaj, and Subhash Sharma. The evening Aarti sponsors are Arunachalam Venkatraman, Sanjeevi Tivakaran, Subhash Joshi, Narottam and Sudha Saxena, Ranga Puttabatni, Nandkumar Gaike, Darshana Rani and family, Asha and Tyagarajan, Pallavi Chawda and family, Sharda Devulapalle, Shobha Chidambaram, Rakesh and Jyoti Nunaha. So after the presentations, those of you who have sponsored Daily Yajmans, Aarti sponsors, please come forward for the Aarti. So let's enjoy the presentations, final 2 episodes. Thank you and Hari Om.
రేగిన రామలక్ష్మణులు రావణ కుంభకర్ణాది దైత్యగణంబులతో యుద్ధమునర్చు విధంబు ఎట్టిదనినా ప్రభు వానరసేనా వాహినితో విజృంభిస్తున్న ఆ రామలక్ష్మణ ధాటికి మన రాక్షస వీరులు నిలువలేకున్నారు. అటులనా ప్రహస్త, నీవు నీ సేనలతో వెళ్ళి శత్రు సంహారం చేసినము. ప్రభు ప్రహస్తుడు నేలకూలాడు. ఆహా సోదరా కుంభకర్ణ, శత్రువులను నీ పరాక్రమాగ్నికి ఆహుతి చేసి నా పరువును నిలబెట్టుము. ప్రభు సోదర కుంభకర్ణుల వారు ఆ రాముడి చేతిలో మరణించినారు. ఆహా కుమారా మేఘనాథ, నీ యుద్ధ కౌశలంతో విజృంభించి ఆ నరాధములను చంపిరమ్ము.
లక్ష్మణ,
విధి. ఇక ఉపేక్షించక నేనే ఆ రామలక్ష్మణుల పీఠమనంచట. అది నీ వలన కాని పని. నిన్ను సాక్షాత్తు ఆ శ్రీమన్నారాయణుడుగా నేనెరింగితిని. నా ఈ జన్మకు ముక్తిని ప్రసాదించు బ్రహ్మ, ముక్తిని ప్రసాదించు.
देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान, देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान। श्री राम सीताराम, श्री राम सीताराम। देखो पुष्पकारुण राम, लक्ष्मण सुग्रीव हनुमान।
देखो पुष्पकारुण
नलनील अंगद समेत, नलनील अंगद समेत। विभीषण अरुजाम्बवान,
विभीषण अरुजाम्बवान।
विभीषण अरुजाम्बवान, विभीषण अरुजाम्बवान। देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान, देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान। श्री राम सीताराम, श्री राम सीताराम। आनंद मगन पुरजन, मंगल मोद त्रिभुवन। आनंद मगन पुरजन, मंगल कल मोर त्रिभुवन अब सत्य धर्म स्थापन अब सत्य धर्म स्थापन राम राज कीर्ति महान राम राज कीर्ति महान राम राज कीर्ति महान राम राज कीर्ति महान देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान श्री राम सीताराम श्री राम सीताराम
देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान देखो देखो रे आए रे भगवान श्री राम सीताराम श्री
राम सीताराम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री 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 रघुराम राजेश्वर रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री राम राम राजेश्वर रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री अगमिगमारुत अगमिगमारुत श्रीकर अगमिगमारुत श्रीकर अगमिगमारुत श्रीकर अगमिगमारुत श्रीकर सुरेन्द्र मृगेन्द्रवर जगन्नाथ सुरेन्द्र मृगेन्द्रवर जगन्नाथ सारे मगरि रे मम दनि ग प सा सनि द प म ग प म ग सरि रे मम दनि ग प प सा सरि रे मम ग ग रि रे स सा नि नि द द प प म ग सरि म ग रि स रे मम दनि ग ग प सा सनि द प म ग प म ग रि स रे म ग रि स रे मम दनि ग ग प सा सनि द प म ग प म ग रि स रे रे मम दनि ग प प सा रे मम ग ग रि रि स सा नि नि द द प प म ग रि रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री राम राम राजेश्वर रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री चमदग्नि च गर्वबन्धन चमदग्नि च गर्वखण्डन जय रुद्रादिविस्मित भण्डन जय रुद्रादिविस्मित भण्डन कमलाप्ता कमलाप्तान् भयमण्डन कमलाप्तान् भयमण्डन कमलाप्तान् भयमण्डन कमलाप्तान् भयमण्डन गणितार्बुद शौर्य श्री वेङ्कटेश गणितार्बुद शौर्य श्री वेङ्कटेश रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री राम राम राजेश्वर रघुवंशसुधाम्बुधिचन्द्रश्री मामवपट्टभिराम जय मामवपट्टभिराम
रामचन्द्राय जनकराजज मनोहराय मामकाभीष्टदाय महितमङ्गलम् रामचन्द्राय जनकराजज मनोहराय मामकाभीष्टदाय महितमङ्गलम् कौसलेन्द्राय मन्दहासदासपोषणाय वासवादिविनुतसत्वराय मङ्गलम् कौसलेन्द्राय मन्दहासदासपोषणाय वासवादिविनुतसत्वराय मङ्गलम् रामदासमृदुलहृदयतामरसनिवासाय स्वामी भद्रगिरिवराय सर्वमङ्गलम् रामदासमृदुलहृदयतामरसनिवासाय स्वामी भद्रगिरिवराय सर्वमङ्गलम् रामचन्द्राय जनकराजज मनोहराय मामका इष्टदाय मङ्गलम् रामचन्द्राय जनकराजज मनोहराय मामका इष्टदाय महितमङ्गलम् तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं दाशरथे तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं दाशरथे तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं दाशरथे तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं तव दासोऽहं दाशरथे
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष सारद बरणी पवन सुत कीरतिनी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छहो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनिजन धन संतन को सरबस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की गावत संतत शंभु भवानी अरुघट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि बर्ज बखानी काकभुसुंडी गरुड़ के ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कलिमल हरणि विषय रस पीकी सुभग सिंगार मुक्ति जुबती की दलन रोग भव मूरी अमी की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
Hari Om. If any of you are interested in offering Guru Dakshina tonight itself, Swamiji will be available here for the next few minutes. Please offer your Guru Dakshina and take prasad from Pujya Swamiji. Hari Om.